buddy Dash for this episode of Double Take. Dave, I just said joined by Dash, but we're joined by Dash
Talking
and
in
Dave.
the third person. That's
The way you
weird.
The way you feel.
Here we go, guys. It's Napoli. It's snowing. Let's get after it. Dash ain't here. I stole his Stone Cold Steve Austin thunder, but I don't care. That's what you get when you're not here to control the sound act, Dash. I'm in charge today. Nobody to boss me around. Here we go. Welcome, everyone. It's another Friday afternoon, at least here on the Western Hemisphere, East Coast. Sal already here saying, let's go, boys. He's West Coast, Western Hemisphere, all the way west. So, welcome in, everyone. Got my customary cappuccino in my Juventus mug. Before every game, I always try. If I have the time, I'll always brew one up. So, I hope you have your game day drink as well. Unfortunately, I will stipulate this to begin with. In case you haven't heard yet, we will not do the post sometimes drinking show. Speaking of drinks, the call-in show, if you will, that will be moved till tomorrow. Me and Dash, unfortunately, these Fridays are killing us. Next week actually looks pretty good for Friday. But man, you know how it is just before the holiday break. We're all grinding it out. So that's just the way it is this week. Let's get into it though. Starting lineup. We got Tech, of course, in net. Gatti, Bremer, Danilo makes it. He's healthy. Gonna play, I don't know, hopefully at least a good 60 or so. See how he does. Then we have Cambiaso, McKennie, Locatelli, Rabiot, your midfield, as well as Kostic, Sori, and Chiesa Vlahovic up top. This is what I would consider your best starting lineup in terms of like the stat sheets, the number sheets, what have you, right? Like on paper, this should be your number one starting lineup. It's Napoli, we need it, of course. I mean, and that obviously bars Fajoli Pogba being suspended. 4 years we're hearing, maybe? Ooh. Not looking good either way. But that's it. That is the starting lineup. Predictions, if you didn't hear mine was 2-0. Chiesa Vlahovic. Get it down. The Discord is where we tally it up for the big prize at the end of the season. So get in the Discord. The QR code is right there. Description down below. But what's your prediction? Let's hear it. David, Aladoc, what's going on? I'm doing well, buddy. How you doing? Some of the regulars rolling in now. Beautiful. Let's get my stream going here. Don't want to miss anything on the stream end. Is anybody watching this on DAZN Italy? I know most Italians watch the Italian broadcast out there, but I'm wondering because that's where the body cam footage would have been shown, is DAZN Italia. Nowhere else, apparently. And right now, during the pre-match warm-up, is when I presume is when we would have seen it. Maybe we'll at least see a body rig on somebody, and that'll give clue to who it is. But yeah, chat, let me know. Sal is coming in at a 1-1. 1-1. I think if we can finish, we can open them up pretty easily. Inter kind of proven that. Yes, Inter technically, on paper, better team. We did well to make it a tie. Similar. Juve, Inter in the style. Lots of similarities there, so we'll see. Dave saying I can watch the first half only. Oh, no. I'll be in the gym for the second half listening like radio. Okay, at least you'll be listening in. Beauty. Okay, I'll try to do some more of the color commentary. It's a bit easier actually going solo to roll with a commentary, just because the delays that exist. Well, the more people in here, the worse it gets. Really, it snowballs. But yeah, solo. Maybe not as fun, less banter, but for this platform, a lot easier to roll with it. David says, can't even watch DAZN Italia Instagram. That's rough. That's rough. Okay, guys, let's get into the FOT mob here as well. Gotta look at the other team as well, right? That Napoli team. Napoli. Okay, here it is. Sorry for the delay. So they have Meret in net, Nathan Jesus Armani, Di Lorenzo. In their back four, midfield three of Zielinski, Lobotka, and Anguissa. And a front three of Kvaratskhelia, Osimhen, and Politano. That is their starting lineup for the most part. They do have pretty decent bench. Elmash, Raspadori, Simeone's all right. Who else do we have? Lindstrom's all right. Mario Rui, however, Mario Rui with the muscle injury kind of day to day right now. We're still missing. Oh man, now the words are slipping. Timothy Weah and Mattia DeScilio. Close. Timmy's close. So DeScilio was, I think, very early on, maybe predicted around this time of year, but no, it is January at this point. No reports of him training with the team. Obviously, Fajoli, Paul Bogwell. Let's not talk about that. So there's starting lineups. I think this is the third on Champions League as well, maybe fourth game. Not Champions League, Europe. But anyways, Walter Mazzarri. Only a handful of games anyways with Napoli at this point. I don't know if anybody... Okay, here it is. Yeah, so Watford. So 6 matches, perhaps he's had. Just says 2. That must just be Syria. Anyways, if anybody knows off the top of their dome how many matches Mazzarri has done with Napoli at this point, but it's not a lot. It might only be 2. Yeah, Dave's saying they're basically my neighbors. Yeah, it doesn't matter those borders. Luca and Drita saying, how are we supposed to focus on Juve when Otani is coming to Toronto? We got a ball fan here. I guess you're excited about him. I haven't looked at... I'm not a huge baseball fan, so I haven't looked too much into it, but it is coming all over my news feed. It was funny because that name had come up just a couple weeks ago. And I don't know why. I was with my wife and she saw the name and she purposely didn't say it because I just challenged her, like, say the name. And then, yeah, a week later, there's all these rumors that... And I think I'm saying... Tell me if I'm saying it wrong. Shui Otani? I could have this completely wrong. But Otani... Shohei Otani, I think. Anyways. Yeah, 2 in Champions League. Okay, so that's 3. 3 games. Thanks, Al. Oh, we got Yankee fans around as well, apparently. Shohei. Okay, Shohei. There you go. I'm getting schooled at the pronunciation. Shohei. Thank you. I mean, if I paid more attention and listened to the commentators, I would have known this. I follow a lot of other sports through reading a lot of the times, not necessarily having the time to sit down and watch it. I'll read a lot of articles. Especially like baseball. If it's on, Sure. It's just one of those things if it's on. But who cares about that right now? Guys, seriously. It's Juve Napoli. I'm going to get the live weather here because I am interested if it is currently snowing. Weather. Let's not look at my weather. So foggy and 2. So it's cold but not snowy currently. Interesting. Wind only 8 kilometers, but high humidity. That's one of those like really bone-chilling colds. That's going to be uncomfortable. Yeah, saying not that, and that's why I want to check it out because it did look clear. You guys are right there. So, not as messy as we first thought. Dave, so yeah, when you're that big of a star in any sports, people just somehow know you. As David's proven here over Germany, getting the home run highlights of Shohei. Shohei. That's a cool name. I like his name. Now, before I forget, I must get the scoreboard ready for you guys. Ref giving the thumbs up. Okay, there's kickoff. I will get the timer synced up at the 30-second mark, as per usual. But game on. Ooh, early bump there. Napoli player down. Is that Politano? No, I'm not sure who took that hit. A little hit in the back. It was Politano, yes, okay. So free kick early on for Napoli. Oh, and I already missed the 30-second mark. I'll get this synced up, guys. Don't worry. Just, it's already so exciting. Okay, cross in. Just wide. That got my heart stopping there a little bit. Okay, so that's a flick-on header from Danilo that goes dangerously close to the net. Tech was diving. But Napoli switching up the side of the corner now. That one was looking okay, but it does bounce back out. Napoli maintain control. Oh, Chiesa almost jumping on a loose ball. Good pressure, but doesn't work. Now they're playing a bit of ping pong. Very nervous start to this game, but Cambiasso on the right released, cutting in. Oh, and misses the pass. Oh, man. We are synced up on the time now, guys. Sorry about that delay. But Politano now on the right. Cross. Bremer gets in there, but still up. Cambiasso just pushing off Oshman. Rabiot with a cute little flick. That got us nervous. McKennie now trying to work it up through the midfield. Vlahovic on the wing supporting. McKennie clipped him down. I don't think that's a foul, and they're not calling it, and he looks hurt. See if he gets up. Vlahovic with a poor tackle. Napoli slowing the play down now. Getting some breath back in, and McKennie pointing to his left thigh or knee, that general area. He's got a bit of a limp, but he's back up and in position. Napoli holding it on their back line now. So there is a bit of calm now to the game. 3 minutes. Was a bit of a frantic start. McKennie now running, looking all right. So that's a couple early bumps as well, both teams. Gisa takes that ball, distributes it. It's given back. They're looking for the space. Juve sitting deep. There's a cross, and that is a corner. It does go off. Another early corner for Napoli. So early pressure. The Curva chanting. Hopefully it's coming into the players. Here's the cross off the back of McKennie, out for another corner. Oh, Frankie's not fully here. He got class. I know these Friday games, they suck for everyone. I know it's fine in Europe, right? It's 8:45 in Italy. Like, that's it's perfectly fine to get home. Crosses in. That one goes far, and Gisa chasing, and he can't control it. Goal kick. Juve will now, finally, after seems like 3 or 4 minutes, take control of the ball. Napoli with a press, though. Miss pass. Napoli giving it. And they'll look for space once again, but Danilo coming, cutting out. Chiesa can't stay at his feet. Napoli once again take control. Kvaratskhelia up the center. Brings it out to the right. Politano. Di Lorenzo was overlapping, but still Politano. Now it's laid off. They try to get cute, and Kostic takes it, but pressure again by Napoli, and they maintain control, and it's a Napoli throwing off Rabiot. So Napoli, can they maintain this pressure? Can they do anything with the pressure? That's really the question. They can get the ball, they can press. Can they break down a defense, though? Like a top of the table defense, as we saw against Inter. They have had troubles. Conversely, will Juve have the killing strike as Vlahovic has it right now? He's got the outlet on the right. Cambiasso options. Cutting in. Takes the shot. I think that's going out for a corner. Or was it just a really bad shot? It was a good counterattack, but let's look at this again. So McKennie feeding it off. Okay, so Cambiasso with the shot, and that was just not good. That was just not good. So Cambiasso, got to do some shooting practice. But we start again. 50-50, ends up dropping for Napoli, and they'll work the right side again. Politano looking for Anguissa. They're being kept to the outside, though. Still working the right. And the cross. Ooh, right on the line. But Tech does well to keep it out and collect. It was interesting. It was kind of a tricky ball that came in. Juve looking for a quick outlet. Vlahovic with it now. Ooh, what? How, did he just, like, fall on his ass? He's throwing his hands up in the air. I'm pretty sure nobody touched him. Again, we are speechless with Vlahovic. Napoli now, though. Nathan with the ball. And Napoli, high control early on. I think that's okay, though, for Juve. That's probably part of our game plan. I wouldn't put it past them. Bremer doing well here. Keeping them to the outside. throwing for Napoli. Still on the right. I'm surprised they're not using the left at all with Kvaratskhelia. But Politano with their shot, that goes wide. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Sal. When Vlahovic did that Dash is just losing his mind. He's probably on the work site, watching on his phone, or maybe listening to this. I have no idea. Frankie coming in with the Trashovic. Oh, man. Can always rely on you guys for some memeable material. Here's Vlahovic taken down for real this time. Granted. Man. But that was a legit trip up. Juve has a chance to do something with it. Bremer dribbling it up into the midfield now and gives it to McKennie. If he was a little bit better on with his feet, he could have found a little more space. Instead, Cambiasso is working it. Oh, what a cross, but nobody can find it. Man, there's some good curl on that, but it was way too far ahead. Maybe Kostic was the target on that one, but he was never getting to it. But that's Juve exploiting that space. It is there. They just have to be clinical. But Juve, given chances, they will score. Osimhen goes down. A little shove by Bremer. Seemed a bit light. Seemed a bit light. That was extremely light. Yes, it was. They're showing the goal line again on that cross that almost went in. He kept it out. Okay, Di Lorenzo with the cross on the right. Bremer kicking out. Another throw-in. That throw taken quicker this time. Politano losing it in the box, but Di Lorenzo with the cross straight to Tech. Gatti boxing out Osimhen as well, making sure he's not getting in there. Gatti. And Frankie, I will try to use Gatti as much as I can just for you when it makes sense. It did make sense this week. He was the golden boy. Gatti distributing it to Kostic all the way to the left now, and he's finding some space. Oh, he's double teamed, but he does get to Rabiot. Juve keeping the possession this time. Locatelli long to Cambiasso. That was a pretty nice lofted pass there by Locatelli. Few nice lofted passes. Here's another one, and it can't reach anybody. Mardet collects. But they're probing. Now they bring it back to Kostic. Oh, feeds it to Chiesa. Vlahovic down again. Chiesa just trying to cross it in. Not quite out for a corner. And Gisa takes it. Press on by Juve. Doesn't get past Locatelli. Oh, but he mistouches. Osimhen now looking for the break. Huge by Danilo coming in sliding. Stand up for that one. Well, they can sit the hell down. But y'all can stand up for that one. That was beautiful. Wow. Take the big man down. Give that guy... Okay, FOTMOB rating. Jack this guy up. What's Danilo at? 6-4. Fix your stats, Fop Mob. That was massive. David saying, damn, these long passes from Danilo were missing. Yes, distribution. It is interesting when you miss a player, those little attributes that you miss. So I gotta say, pretty exciting start so far. Don't want to jinx it so much, but this game, it's got potential. Napoli with it, though. Doing nice to pass it around, but there's Rabiot forcing it out of play. Haven't seen too much from Rabiot. He's gotten in a couple of times. Chiesa's been pretty quiet. Vlahovic, unfortunately, has been not quiet for the wrong reasons. Chiesa does turn it now. Kostic, how did he not? Come on. He does not release it quick enough, and he's stripped of the ball. Napoli take it. They switch to the left side now, looking for the space. Juve, however, find their shape, lock her down, and Napoli is forced back out. Napoli currently with 70% possession. McKennie doing well defensively. Getting involved in the midfield there. Definitely earning his paycheck, McKennie, this season. Brought back to Gatti. Oh, Kvaratskhelia takes a piece of that, drops into the midfield to Locatelli, kicks it back out. Ball's up in the air. And man down. That's Zielinski down. Cambiasso taking a piece, getting a warning. Yeah. That's a tight one. You got a piece of them. So Napoli will get a dead ball situation here. Fairly far out. And they take it laterally. No set play happening on this one. They're happy, apparently, just to maintain the possession right now. They're finally working the left side a little bit more now, but Cambiasso, he gets called back for that as well. I thought that was clean in Kvaratskhelia. He would have been clear out too. Ah, bit of a shirt tug. Yeah. That was a lot of a shirt tug. Oh, but nice foot in by Danilo again, stripping it. Chiesa pushed. He goes down easy, but gets the whistle. Yes, Sal, the Kostic-Chiesa link-up is certainly lacking. Kostic can't play it on the ground, really, right? He's a crosser. Chiesa kind of wants it given to him in his feet so he can dribble through. But 'tis who we have. And honestly, Chiesa, if anybody, is the one that should adapt. He's the younger one. He's the higher paid superstar. Kostic, I mean, you know what you're getting with him. You're paying for him. But here's Chiesa now, dribbling it in. Edge box. Gets it to Flavin. Shoot that. It's blocked. Header. Get it down. McKennie, get it. Bicycle kick goes out. Oh, my. How did that not go in? Vlahovic, where is that killer instinct? Smash that ball home. Let's take another look. So Kostic almost getting tripped, but jumps over it. Vlahovic is open, gets it. Oh, Nathan gets it. Just and Murat coming into that bicycle kick. I mean, kudos to Murat. That's it's a pretty ballsy play. And Wes McKennie is the all-time American goal scorer in Serie A. Look at that. 9 goals. Kostic or Chiesa, sorry, with it on the left. Cuts in. Cutting. Let's go. Brings it back. He still has it after a block. And does he get the corner? Chiesa's mad, though. I don't know what he's mad about. I mean, nobody really knew where he was weaving and bobbing because, I mean, he was everywhere. But I believe this is going to the corner. Yes, it is. Yes, he had options. Here's the cross, though. Oh, doesn't quite get it. Chiesa, what? Chip shot. Big old chip shot into the stands. Freddie's biggest strength is his biggest weakness. He's head down, runs through the defense, but he never visualizes his outlets. Oshiman, though, he gets tripped. Danilo taking the piece. I believe he came in for an earlier challenge. No, he just kind of came. Yeah, it was just a sloppy challenge by Danilo. Bones just dropping in to see what I was saying about Vlahovic's miss. You know, I'm always just speechless because I can't just say the F word a bunch of times because, well, I guess I could. Yeah, serve Dison on a platter. And yes, keep it up, boys. My boy Weston had his Wheaties today. Was he on a Wheaties box? I can totally see that. Napoli just holding it in the back line. They do well to slow it down just enough to get things just sort of settled in, and then they start pushing. But then they also just don't penetrate very well. I don't believe... Oh, and that's a sloppy ball, and it's going to be a throw for Rabiot now, because Di Lorenzo just bobbled it up. Yeah, let's look at some stats. I don't think they had any big chances yet. None for either team. We should have had big chances, but, you know... And Gordo saying, better play than against Monza. Yeah, absolutely. This is a way better match. Danilo, another long ball. Cambiasso on the right. Bit of space. Nathan on him. Cutting in. Still with it. Cross. Headed away. Now, really clear down the line. Oshiman with the one man up top. Collecting. Waiting for support. Cambiasso has to be careful. There's another tug. I'm surprised he's not carded yet. But ball possession down to 65% for Napoli. So before those big Vlahovic misses, our expected goals was like 0.17, I think it was. Like, almost nothing. And now it's at 0.85. So, Vlahovic really getting our XG up there. Kvaratskhelia with a sloppy long ball there. That was never going anywhere. but outside. Oshiman taking a breather. He's got to do a shoelace. I don't know why. He hasn't been doing anything. Tech playing it short. Bremer dumping it. Vlahovic getting held. That's got to be a whistle. Yeah. What? Napoli throw. Okay, now he got... I think Vlahovic plays into it a little bit. Maybe that's the problem. But there was hands on the shoulder. Anyways, Napoli given the ball in this case. Still, not a whole lot from Napoli, despite all the possession. Juve 5 shots to Napoli's 3. So Juve with only a third of the possession, creating a tad more offense. Cambiaso is just balling today. He wants to take Kvaratskhelia. He wants to show him who's boss. Oh, he slided in saying, this game for me will determine if we have a real shot at the Scudetto this year. We lose faith. If we lose, faith is gone. I would say faith is gone, but this is a fairly decisive game. Di Lorenzo getting stood up again. He cannot find space today. Juve's got his number. And they're really trying to work the right. Kvaratskhelia has not even really been able to find anything on the left either. So, problem with the 4-3-3, because you don't have a whole lot of width. There's Bremer taking out a cross in the box. But yeah, I mean, if you can't create that width with your wingers, if you box those wingers out, then you kind of take away... Well, you take away everything when you have a setup like Juve does, right? Because they're going to lock down defensively. Obviously, you have Kostic, more so Cambiaso, taking out the wings, taking the width out of Napoli's game, and they're stale. But Rabiot takes the ball away here now, waits for it, couldn't really break it, but McKennie now, 2 on the right, gives to Vlahovic, who's playing as a right wing currently. Cut, step over, gets a very lazy shot on net. I don't know what he was doing out there. That was 100% Cambiaso's position. Vlahovic with a bit of ball control this time, though, but then his finish. Does he have erectile dysfunction? Like, what is going on? Like, we know we can't give him testosterone. Pogba has proven that. But the kid needs it. But Kostic crosses in, gets headed away. Okay, Napoli do get on the end of that one. Napoli, the lone guy at top again, is trying to beat Gatti. Cross in, Kvaratskhelia alone, and oh my lord, Kvaratskhelia all alone. But it's between the posts. If we were playing that other American hand football, that would have been good as... I don't know, what, the extra point? That would be an extra point. Where was he putting that? Where was he putting that? We got off the hook on that one. Bone saying, if Tucson don't learn to fucking man up and put your body against others, stop being a damn baby. That's open-ended. He just left it that. Okay, so Sal saying shot would have been better, but deflected at the last second. Yeah. Everyone's losing their shit right now. How is he that open? I don't know. We saw... That would have to be going back to the tapes, unfortunately. We were so focused on the battle Gatti and Oshiman that we... At least I didn't see what was happening behind the play there. Man, that was... jump up to an XG of 7-2 now all of a sudden, right? So both teams, this is the matchup of the best teams with the worst finishing. That pass lazily trickles. Tech collects. And a little interchange with Osherman there. He gave a thumbs up to Osherman. I don't know what happened, but they're smiling about it. He was probably yelling for the ball or something. Tech's like, yeah, sure, buddy. That old trick. Long ball gets turned over to Napoli. And they're pushing it all the way back to Moret, who will dump it back the other way. Bremer has it now. Just aerial balls. That was a messy challenge on Cambiasso now. Not a call. Yeah, I have no idea how Kvaratskhelia misses this. He just has so much space. It's Kvaratskhelia. Like he honestly is like a shell of himself from last year. Like, how did he just pop off for that 1 year? Was it Spalletti? You can't blame it all on the coach. I don't know. But Kostic gets poked away. Nice slide by McKennie. And it's a throw-in, unfortunately. But prevents the break. Salgi saying kudos to Tech for rushing at him. Yeah, like he had no choice. He had to. But yeah, doing his job. Keepers, both of them, getting involved. Making the game interesting now. Cambiasso doing decent under pressure, getting the ball back. Or getting the ball back to the defense. But Osherman really pressuring Tech. Man, Napoli. How are none of these calls? Di Lorenzo now just jumping on Kostic. It's a few times now. David saying, Sturdy has got him figured out. He's a one-trick pony. Sure, but again, he was open with space, one-on-one with Tech, right? Like, there was no figuring out in that case. He just had to put the ball in the back of the net. So, big Kvaratskhelia, we have Dusan. So, solid half hour plus down now. Very quickly flowing match so far. Even though it's 0-0, it has been exciting. Cambiasso lopping out that pass. McKennie up in the air. Again. Jesus is just like... It was Jesus this time jumping on Juve. I guess that's... I don't know. Just jump on the guy? Is that what it is? But if the ref's not going to call it, Napoli's still going to do it. So Juve have to adjust. I mean, they are soft. I'm not saying these are yellow cards or anything, but a couple of them... They look like they could have been whistled. Napoli with it, not doing anything. Politano looking for space, but there isn't any. Kostic pushes him out, but they maintain it with a throw-in. Still working this right side. Still not a whole lot of space as Danilo kicks it out for another throw. The singing has taken over the stadium. Here we go, boys. We finally need some of that. Guys, I also want to ask you a question. I always had an issue with how my mic sounded. It always sounded like something was missing. I took out the noise cancellation for yesterday's video, and it's off right now. Let me know if it sounds just better in general, I suppose. Less robotic. I think it was like overdoing it. Raspadori, he's all bundled up. He's definitely cold. It'd be a little bit warmer in a stadium. All that body heat. Semi-enclosed. Sounds solid. But is it better than what it was? That's what I'm concerned about. I don't want good. I want better. Like what we want for Vlahovic. And his floor is pretty low, so gotta maintain some standards around this place. And Gisa work in the midfield. He's been given some space. Juve drop deep. Politano tries to dish it in, but it goes straight to Tech. So 35 minutes. What's... Ugh. Of course now my wife calls. She doesn't know. She's not home. She doesn't know. But I do have to message her because it is my wife. Oh, no, that goes out. And no, it's a corner. He's not happy about it either. So, corners add up. Quickly and short. Scooped in. Working on the outside. And Gisa with it again. It says, if the push has died and we're just holding on for the sake of holding on. When I say we, I really mean Napoli. Juve, of course, in their defensive shape, happy to just kind of sit there. They're conserving energy too, honestly, by just sitting there. Napoli not doing a thing with it. Kvashgalia is still looking for space, just brings it back to Zielinski in the center. That's really the only spot there is space. So they'll have to find something from deep, perhaps. And that 10 can't control that ball at all. And finally, Juve take control through throwing. David's saying he thinks it's better. Cool. Very cool. I guess, you know what? I could probably do this on the fly. Can remember. Okay, so now I have the noise removal on. Does it sound trashy or just a little bit trashier at the moment? And Zielinski goes down now. Napoli trying to play that one and Zielinski's still down? What's going on there, guys? Come on. Simmer down. Simmer down. It's your own dude. Yeah, the game, just all of a sudden, I think Napoli tired themselves out. They were maybe looking to press early and snatch one, but nothing. They should have. We should have. Could be 1-1. Zielinski puts it in. Oh, that's a messy joke. Tech, don't let that go in. Somebody saw it. I don't even. That's a handball. Call that. Call that. It's a handball. Maybe not. The ball's bouncing all over the place. Too quickly to even call it, but there were saves. There was blocks. There was a bit of everything. Ball is finally out. Oh my, that distribution went straight to Bremer, off his head into the back of Gatti, went straight to Di Lorenzo's feet. Tech with the left hand just gets it in the way. Huge. Huge. Wow. Juve with it though, Cambiasso. Working it. Oh, he doesn't quite work it through. Gets tripped up a little bit. Okay, so again, with the noise removal on, went that for the last little call of play. So if that was worse, and now it's off. So if that sounds different live at all, let me know. Just troubleshooting on the fly. That's just like me distracting myself from what just went on, because that was insane. How that ball has stayed out. But Juve in a similar position now. Locatelli standing over this ball that he's going to send in deep now. Come on. Nope. Plays it short. Danilo and Locatelli giving it back to each other. Kostic dumping it. Doesn't sit nicely. Cambiasso fighting off Kvaratskhelia. He is looking stronger than Kvaratskhelia tonight, which is nice. It's the grinta. We're seeing some grinta. Kenny with the throw-in, requesting a new ball. Probably just to try one. Might be a bit of moisture on the grass. Makes it hard to throw. Bit of tussles here, though. We're not getting right away with this one. Waiting for the whistle, and here it is. Mac tossing this one in. And I don't know, like, what did Vlahovic do with his head? It was like he was getting sprayed in the face with a water hose. Is he afraid of the ball? Chiesa works it out of play. So I don't imagine a lot of stoppage time on this half either. Very quickly played. Throwing out Napoli, goes back out. Throwing again. Rabiot dumps back out for another Napoli throw-in. Just grinding it out on the sidelines. Man, Napoli can't get a clean throw-in, but it finally does work. Kvaratskhelia getting bossed. He's fallen back into Cambiasso. So that can't be a call. That's not an... Nah. Not that time. Kvaratskhelia just like leaned back and Cambiasso stepped away and he basically fell on the ground. Because he's like, no, like... like he saw what he was doing, right? But the ref saw otherwise. So here we go. At 10, trying to find Oshiman. Finds Danilo. Yeah, LJJ saying Cambiasso doing great. Maybe the man, let's say man of the half currently. Doing the dirty work anyways. The unappreciated. The nitty gritty. So neither team really finding any traction at this deep moment in the first half. Maybe just trying to see it out. Juve giving them nothing. Despite all the possession. 68% currently for Napoli. Creeping back up. Juve win it back. Locatelli sliding in. Got to give him back to Tech, but Oshie, man, you got to watch out. Out to Cambiasso. Nathan's bossing him off now. And finally, a call for Juve. But it's Nathan this time, not Kvaratskhelia. Apparently, Kvaratskhelia gets the free pass. Salcat, other than the fluky play, him and Westmark and Kvaratskhelia completely out of the game. Yeah, and that's really all you have to do. Take away his space and let him dribble. It's all he's got. It's not too dissimilar to Chiesa. Just don't let Chiesa dribble and you take him out of the game. It's like Chiesa's more skilled at it overall. Not a great finisher, but a great dribbler. So my only thing, yes, Cambiasso is looking strong today, but Kvaratskhelia isn't a super big dude. He's not like a Lukaku. I feel like he would still be outclassed against certain players, but Kvaratskhelia, like, yeah, he's tall, but he's I don't know. He's not imposing, I guess. He doesn't. I don't look at him and be like, "Ooh, that guy looks big and tough and scary." Kvaratskhelia angry right now, though. Getting the yellow card. He's protesting. Why is my sorry? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I have notifications coming in through my speakers, but I'm on my headphones. I don't know what's going on with that, guys. I'm sorry. I am sorry. The audio sometimes don't link up so well. Sorry. Just chatting to the wife as we wait for the throw, and as it comes, here we go. It's the wife. You kind of have to. She's away for work, and you don't talk to her. They don't like that. One minute added, which is done. Okay, Moret kicks it down. Whistle, whistle, whistle. No, we're playing. Okay. "46.5 minutes. Juve with it. McKennie to Cambiasso. I'm surprised this isn't dead yet. Back to Loca. I mean, you got no time left. Just smash it. There's the whistle. That's why you should have just smashed it. Oh, okay. I mean, probably the ball wouldn't have gone anywhere, to be honest, so I don't know. Regardless, half is done. It is 0-0. What do you guys think about that one? I'm going to bring up the FOT mob for you guys here. Take a look at a couple of the stats. Okay, here we go. I'll get through some of the comments as well. LJJ saying, Doosan looks a bit slow. David, what the fuck is with these notifications coming through my speakers? What the fuck? Sometimes, right? Sometimes. So let me see if I can fix this quickly as well. I apologize. And again, Jesus, the woman, right? They don't stop talking. Yeah. Anyways, sorry about that. If it's coming through, I apologize. Kivard Don't want that smoke. Selcat, lol, Gatti, a real shithouser. We have a positive Juve. This is positive, yeah. Authority getting under his skin. Great job. Meh. Half. So we're talking about how the half was, and he's saying meh. Toothless. Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, the finish wasn't there for either team. So overall, toothless. Yeah. Gatti is literally a double-edged sword. At one, he's clutch as fuck, and the next moment, he's a living, breathing, walking liability. Can be, yeah. So, Daniil getting the 7.2. Highest on the team. I can agree. I really like Cambiasso as well. I think he's rated slightly slow, but we know Fought Mob's metrics doesn't really care about the grunt of place. Just saying the half was the Merelda, just like Inter. Dusan is such a baby. I think Keenan will do better. Don't we all? Well, not all of us. Some of us are complete fanboys here at the Turin Giants. Not saying any names, but I'm pretty sure the regulars know it. Dusan's a 4. Yeah, what's he doing at a 6.3? Honestly. Come on. Napoli's best player is 7 of Lobotka. Was he playing well? Or I thought Ngisa did better, but Juve's also giving that midfield space because they just drop in so deep. So I feel like Lobotka is just giving space. So like you're going to give him a higher score because he's had an easier time. I don't know if I agree with that one, but otherwise very 6-ish. David's got to go. Oh, no. Enjoy getting swole. So, 67% possession for Napoli. Juve still having a higher XG. Because really, Napoli had that one clear chance. That was a big chance. Where Juve didn't have like an out-and-out chance, but it was like it should have been Dusan. Shot 6-4. We're the only one with one on target as well. All of theirs is considered a big chance, and ours isn't, because you have to make something of the chance for it to be a chance. Trashovic is, I guess. We're trashing Trashovic? I don't know. Accurate passes, 114. Again, we don't pass a lot, 79%. They're 273 at 89%. Both with 7 fouls. They had 4 corners to our 1. So the biggest takeaway. This I don't think there's any surprises, honestly. We did know that Napoli will eventually give up space and they will be easy to attack. We also knew that we would have to finish our chances when we exploit that space. And that is our greatest weakness, and we have proven that we are still weak in that regard. Vlahovic. So, no surprise, it's 0-0 because neither team have been able to exploit the other's weaknesses necessarily at this time. And what's been plaguing both teams as of late is finishing, honestly. Like, Kvaratskhelia, Osimhen, yeah, I mean, they've got some goals, just like Chiesa and Vlahovic, they've gotten some goals, but they have not been, like, super clinical as we know they can be. So, you're gonna... How are we gonna get goals in this game? Set plays? Maybe. Or just somebody just smashing it in like a get Tony 94th minute something or other. Maybe there'll be a red card. I don't know. Napoli had at least 2 good chances. Can't score because Gatti got him scared. Yeah, well, that Dusan, again, it's not a chance because he didn't actually do anything with it. But yeah, half chances. Gatti and Cambiasso are guarding Kvar. I mean, even everyone that kind of like Kevard's there, he's going to get marked by a couple guys, essentially. Unless you're talking about that one that was blocked. That was, I guess, more of a chance, yeah. Going back to Doosan. Constant, 4 defenders around him, and they cut the channel quickly. Yeah, he must be talking about that one. That's true. Yeah, I'm looking at the replays, and people asking where Keane is. He's got a new profile pic. Probably coming about 60th. Jeff saying a Bremer goal. That would have to be off Cross. Cross, pretty sure. Duchamp not showing up. Colin gifting 1 membership. I got to find out who that is now. Bear with me a second. And it's going to Elod. Elod gets it. Right on. Elod, he's been around a while. It's one of the lurker types, comes around once in a while. But Elod, congratulations. You get a 1-month membership, courtesy of Colin. Thank you, my friend. Jason have to chase the ball. He has to just show up to work in general. Who the fuck is he? He's been around. Jesus. And Vincenzo thanking you as well, Colin, because you gifted him one earlier in the week. Colin. Carlin's he's the drum in the Kurova. He's either the drum guy or the guy waving the flag. He's that dude. Tech has been on point. Yeah, good call. Both keepers been on point. That's a talking point because they have both arguably saved a goal. Like what could have been an out-and-out goal. So, absolutely. Santa Cole is coming to town. Kevin Boko working some dad jokes in there. Colin doing that job with pride. Yeah. Yeah, you would be that guy. You don't even care about the game. You just want to light some shit on fire. Oh man. The curva is great. That is one of the beauties of European football, or well, it extends past European football, of course, but it is great. Pros and cons, but when you're there in the stadium, it's amazing to have. There's nothing like it in any other sport. Where's Kevin Mack? He's given some excuse that his family from the States have shown up and he has to spend time with them instead of going to the match. Personally, I would screw my parents off. I mean, not completely. I would still just spend a couple hours at a soccer match instead, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, he's spending time with his family. Well, what do you want me to say? A little disappointed, but Colin buying those nice new mics for him too. Kind of want to hear him, but we love him nonetheless. People saying people in the stadium look very happy on both sides. Well, yeah, I mean, nothing really to be too upset about other than, just obvious misses. Looking at the bench, I mean, we actually have, even with a couple more suspensions, whatnot, just the same amount to call on. So that's nice. That was a problem last season. Having a very short bench. A lot of our guys staying relatively healthy. More healthy than I guess we're used to. Some of that has definitely to do with our younger age overall. I mean, Sandro just coming back off injury. The old one. Yeah, people saying anyone can take this one home. Very close. It can go either way. Oh, nice. Yeah, is that tonight too? I don't know if I can catch that one. I'm being so busy lately. La Copa. America, yes. Canada has a chance to slide into that one. Where did I see that today? So somebody was posting the bracket, the potential bracket. Yeah, so hopefully Canada gets in. They've slipped a little bit, I suppose. Canada, everyone loves Canada. I don't know why. Oh, they just showed text save again. Okay, so I will have to take my boomer break, but I'm not going to linger on this one. We have no dash. They are cutting back in, so I will give it... give me a minute, guys. I will be back in a minute, and we should be right at kickoff. So, sorry. All right. Sorry about that. And nobody even left. I love you guys. Thanks for sticking around. You're all amazing. Raspadori. Do we get to see him today? I think we might. Stadium's playing the Mariah Carey Christmas special, whatever single, whatever the hell it is. Okay, let's get back to some comments. Let's go. Oh, we got some Canadian love. Thanks, guys. If it ends 0-0, would y'all be happy? I think it kind of depends. I don't want to say that just outright. If we worked it, like if we really balled out the second half, did well, for whatever reason it gets locked up, I wouldn't be completely disappointed. We need to continue to win, honestly. We just need to continue pressure, especially against these big teams. There's still that question out there. Can we perform against the big teams? And yes, I mean, ties are great against Inter. Fiorentina wins, sure, but Napoli is a team. We just need to come out and win. Shut a couple people up. Keep on going. Keep the momentum. Keep on hammering at Inter. And wait for them to slip up, and we can take the lead. That's an ideal. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I got a small bladder, and I drink a lot. And the coffee, I mean, pushes everything out as well. What do you want from me, man? LJJ will only be happy with a win. Vincenzo saying, long shot, Moretti subs and Cambiasso. That is a long shot. It's out of position. Colin saying, no, we should be winning these games. Vince isn't happy either, man. Definitely not happy. And Jeff's definitely not happy. Oh, okay, hold on. No, he's talking about Mariah Carey. No, Mariah Carey, worst department store music in the history. For the love of God, please make a new Christmas soundtrack. There are new Christmas soundtracks out there. Actually, one of my coworkers was playing like the best of Christmas hip hop at work the other day. So, I don't know. I hadn't heard of most of that shit. So, it's out there. I got Alexa to play some Christmas lo-fi there for the puppies. I'm into the lo-fi just as like ambient background music. As you can probably tell, our outros dashes into it too. But yeah, there's different stuff. LGJ saying Allegri doesn't look good. He is thinking to make a change. Well, he has to be thinking that one way or the other. He's not one to change at the half. Not traditionally. Vincenzo and McKennie moves to right wing back. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. With the caveat, absolutely, I would agree with that. Vlahovic, I wonder if he was man enough to go apologize to Ursato himself, or if one of the management is like, hey, buddy, you need to go apologize for yelling at him. Ursato being the ref for this match. Of course, not one of our favorites, but he's been pretty fair today. Let's get rid of this. Why do I still have it up? There we go. We have kickoff. Get the scoreboard synced up for you as well in just a moment. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're synced up. 45.5 minutes. Napoli with the ball. Di Lorenzo. Cross Dan Oceanman receiving it. Marked by Bremer. Locatelli on his belly sliding. No call. The fans by the camera. Not happy. That got picked up. Okay, Yeza loses it. Dangerous position. Ooh, from downtown, Zelensky raises it over the bar. Taking a look. I've got a good song called "And Santa and Three Hoes." I'm sure it's fantastic. A masterpiece. I got it. Good soundtrack. It's called Saint Nick and the Three. Okay, which one is it? I think you corrected on the other one. You got a soundtrack. Anyways, it's probably only sold in Miami as well. LJJ saying we will score. Confident with it. Colin making fun of Floridians. And ever since that GTA 6 trailer has come out too, it's just like you can't not make fun of Florida at this point. It's the flavor of the week right now. Kenny to Danilo. Oh, Danilo with a missed pass. Gives it up. Oh, some space on the right, but too heavy of a touch, and Tech gets it. So another stale start. Nothing crazy. It wasn't like the start of the first half. Bit more tentative now. Nobody's going to be wanting to make any mistakes. I feel like the game plan for both teams is to try to make a fairly early push for a goal. Now we're tied up scoreless second half. And there's a bit of a lack of confidence, it seems. Locatelli loses it, gets it back. And who's that crying on the ground? Over the top. McKennie gets it. Very nice. Out to Vlahovic. Put it in. Off the post. Come on, man. McKennie collects it in the box. Here's another one. And the whistle's down. Jesus. Fuck me. Locatelli just stripping the ball back. Oh, my fuck. Looks like McKennie was offside anyways. That was close, but doesn't matter. You gotta fucking finish those. Gonna punch things pretty soon. It's not the point that was offside call. You gotta finish them. And I know you know that. Just yell with me, damn it. All right. So as my heart rate settles back down, McKennie throws it in short. Cambiaso working the edge. Gets stripped. Oshiman protesting. Oh, dumped in by Bremer. McKennie doesn't quite get to it, though. But it's a throw right at the flag. And McKennie throw from that spot is almost like a corner kick. Taking the time. Coming in. Doesn't get to anybody but Anguissa. But it flies back out to McKennie. Cambiaso curls it in. Gatti! Was that Gatti? Fuck yeah! 2 in a row. Sorry, Alec. Where's Frankie? He's in freaking class right now, Frankie. Come on, man. 3 goals this season. 1 behind Chiesa. I don't know. I'm finally speechless for a damn good reason for once. Frankie's here. Oh my god. Just towering. Cambiaso been curling these all day. Lands right on the forehead. Makes it easy for Gatti. Directs it in. Far side. Murdat staring at it all day long. Beautiful. Can't even protest it. That's on the board. 1-0. 51st minute. Let's go. Might have woke up the puppies on that one. Jesus Christ, guys. At the house. Oh, Napoli's coming at it now. Vlahovic pulled up. I think now we see some tempers. Frankie going with an IGWT, a play on God We Trust. It's in Gatti We Trust. Think it might be a shirt idea. Oh, here's McKennie. Bit of a missed pass, but he maintains it deep. Almost loses Nathan. Not quite. Napoli gets it. I'm just trying to... saying Nathan and then using T's afterwards. Fucked me up. But Di Lorenzo. Politano. Finding the space on the right side. Juve dumping back into their positions. Oh, trying from downtown. Ledbaka just sailing it away. Yeah, I got to get back into the pro clubs here. I mean, busy. Soon. I don't know if I can tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. After tomorrow, I'll only have 2 puppies left. For another week, then I'll have another puppy for a week. It gets way easier. Talking about puppies, but all we got's a bunch of meows and cats in the chat right now. Gatti putting us on the score sheet. Yeah, and now that's the other edge of the sword, right? Can he keep the clean sheet? Bones. Now take Duzon out, put Keenan. Yeah. At this point, yes. Kostic with it. Crossing. Oh, Loca doesn't get contact. Trying to volley that one. Now we can carve them up on the counter. Very true. They have to open up even more now if they want to get one back. Leaving more space for them to exploit. And now, 55 minutes into the game, do they have the conditioning? Do they have the heart away from home in this cold to come back against the Northerners? McKenny tackling from behind. Give this guy a few points on his rating, Fought Mob. You gonna give him anything for that one, or are your stats too focused on being not a badass mofo at slide tackles all the time? Oh, but Napoli looking for something here in the box. Politano misfiring. Napoli still holding on to 65% possession. XG for Juve sitting exactly at the 1 mark. And Napoli at a 0.95. Tight by the stats. But let's see what we got. Cross here. Kicked away. McKenny again. Up in the air. Volley back in. Oh, but Juve can't clear. And Napoli take it again. Can't let Napoli build too much momentum here. Juve will have to work to break out, really exploit them. Kostic stripping it from Politano now. Can't clear his man, though. Di Lorenzo getting the foot up. Goes out of play. But can we get it out of our zone is the question now. Frankie has to drive home now, but he's glad he got to witness the greatness. I'm glad he did get to see it. I was afraid that you didn't. Gatti dumping it out. Vlahovic goes up, looking for a foul, but there isn't one. Or Sato giving him the finger, telling him to watch himself. His attitude alone right now against the ref is reason enough to yank him. He might just get a yell for protesting. I'm pretty sure he's working his way towards that. And yes, saying, let's score again. Tired of likely 1-0. I suggest you don't get tired of it and learn to appreciate it for what it is, because there's lots of them coming, if not today. Yeah, we all want him to come at it. Yellow card coming out now. Oshiman down. Was reading comments. I missed it. Bremer gets it. So comes up for a challenge. Elbow in the head. Why are we playing? I don't know. That's just the scheduling. 3 weeks in a row on Friday. Not sure. Comicus coming in. How's it going, bud? It's hard watching Dujon's tears. Soft. It's an elbow in the head. It's a call. Gatti hugging Allegri. But Sardi scratching his face. Politano. Dead ball. Dumps it in. Head up, and Gisa heads it out of bounds. I think just the technicality of the elbow to the head. Oh, yeah, face mask. Yeah, I mean, it's a shot to the head. I think that's really where the yell's getting called on. Tech distributes. Doesn't make it. Zielinski to Anguissa. And Juve fall back. Bad pass, Napoli. Locatelli takes it. Vlahovic with the back heel to Rabiot. He over the top to Chiesa with space. Heavy touch, though. Wins a corner. If he had a nicer touch on that one, he would have been away. The overreacting, yeah. So Juve in the position to slow things down. Walk into the corner. Sell them both. Who? Vlahovic and who else are we selling? Cross. Curlin. Rabiot puts it up, and McKennie gets pushed off of that attempt. Locatelli misses that challenge, but doesn't clip Kvaratskhelia as he's triple marked right now. Thought he lost his man. Locatelli sliding from behind. Once again, Kvaratskhelia, you got no space in this stadium. Church's chicken? What are we talking about now? Church's chicken? Yeah, Sal. Yeah, I did mention that. He's one behind Church and one behind Trashovic as a central defender who wasn't even supposed to be a starter this year. There's certain reasons that certain players are worth getting excited over. Rabiot was pressed on, finds Loka. Loka sprawling to get it out. Kostic finding some space. And Ibaka kind of just kicks it off his feet to Moret. Finding Kvaratskhelia a bit frantic. Gatti heads it away. Loka with it. Space on the right. Gatti playing the right wing. McKennie. Kostic onto the right. Out of position. Cambiasso. Base now. Rabiot coming into it. Puts it on, and it's blocked away. Loka distributes wide to Chiesa. Nice pass. Losing the man. Cross in the feet. Out for a corner. Chiesa's okay. Yes, and the passing cell is looking pretty good, is it not? Ref's got his book out. Who's getting that? Juan Jesus. Yellow card. And that was for taking Vlahovic's feet out from under him. Kostic with this corner. And there. Bremer goes off an arm, maybe. I don't think they're going to call that. He is in conversation with the VAR. Play goes on. Vlahovic puts it in. Doesn't find anyone. Rabiot does get on. Keeps it in. Loka dumps it in. Is that onside? It doesn't reach Juve. Kostic. Chiesa, sorry. Looking for it. Loka from out in. Jesus gets on it. Chiesa again. Oshiman and Chiesa battling it out. No call on the play, and no, there is. Chiesa down. Di Lorenzo to the ref. We're going to have a look. Ooh! That might be a penalty. That might just actually be a penalty on Di Lorenzo. They're going to have a good hard look. Was there contact with Danilo there? And then the head, yeah, it hit the. That is not going to be a penalty. It did go off the head first. Bit of a let off. I'm not a big fan of not 100% handballs either, right? So as long as we don't let that one bite us in the ass, don't win them all. I mean, it was the right call in the end. Yeah, but it gets deflected on, right? So it doesn't really matter if it's unnatural. They probably looked at the contact. Was he able to move his arm? Again, like I said, if you can't like clearly determine, I'm not gonna get too worked up over it. Yeah, and we can conspiracize that if it was Juve, it would have been a penalty. But you take what you got. We play on. Let's win them without the bullshit. Colin giving me the seriously. Yeah, I don't like unsure handball penalties. I think it takes away from the game. I want to see the game played out fairly. I don't like the cheap play. Yeah, it's nice when it lands in your favor, you take it, but from a general perspective, no, I don't like seeing that. The controversy. If you need a penalty to win the game, do better. Chiesa on the left, cuts in, still with it, curls it. Oh, not quite. Yeah, you can't have arms and hands flailing. I get that, but what I'm saying is that it's debatable, and I don't care. Let's move on. Let's play the fucking game on the pitch. I'm not because if we lose this game because we didn't get that penalty, then we didn't deserve to win the fucking game, is what I'm saying. Let's move on. Let's score a clear-cut goal. No bullshit. Just be better. I'm not arguing the penalty. I'm arguing the mentality of what you do when you have a 50-50 call. You shut the fuck up and you keep on going. Because we know all the apologists will use those excuses on Twitter afterwards if we do lose this one, instead of looking at the actual facts of the game, right? Vlahovic offside. He would have been in space. Dash don't get... Oh, when did Dash... Are you saying I'm like Dash right now, eh? Yeah, I hit his back. Yeah, again, there's... It's fit. You can argue. That's what I'm saying. It's an arguable thing. We saw quickly. We haven't sat there, looked at the tapes, and analyzed it. And why does it matter anyways? There's the game to play. Time for some subs. Yes, I think so. 67 minutes. Here, just yelling at each other for a couple of them instead of watching the game. But let's get back into it. Rabiot. Chiesa. Cuts. Crosses in. And there's a trip. Vlahovic isn't going to win that one because... Oh, he even says, he gives the nod that it was not a trip. It was his own fault. Maybe he has learned to shut up and just accept it. Because he's on the edge with Orsato there. I'll say, we're moving on, damn it. Yeah, everyone's saying that Dusan has to do more. Allegri pretty much said it yesterday. Long ball in, go straight to tech. By subs, I mean Dusan. Well, he's got a hurt hamstring right now, so get him the hell off the pitch. Sitting tight at 1-0. It just goes over so easily. talks of Milik coming on, though. Now, how bad of an injury is this? Milik's coming on. First up. Chiesa will likely come on Keane will likely come on for Chiesa in another 5 to 10 minutes. Again, not enough time to really do anything. And more so just getting his body in the way, bossing people off balls, playing more defensive match if he comes in about 80 minutes. Tax giving it away. Osimhen. Oh my God. Tech with one of his famous mistakes. Flags up. Offside. Is this another let-off? We should have been punished easily twice now. My Lord. So Tech just... That was just... Why was that the pass he chose, Tech? He was trying to play it out long and didn't loft it enough. Lucky. He's a lucky. Osimhen played offside. Ridiculous. Definitely talking points here. Napoli running out of luck, it seems. Finally to Juve's benefit. With the Rosato reffing as well. We still have 20 minutes. Let's not get ahead, but this is not a ref that usually plays into our favor, and here we are doing okay. Loca doing well to maintain possession. Juve just need to control the ball for a little bit now. Break up this momentum. And they don't. What happened there? Kvaratskhelia. Handball? That's what it is. We got a handball against Nathan. All right. Napoli with the change. Politano and a 10 for Raspadori and Zanoli. So Raspadori, as predicted, here he is. Coming into that right wing position. And Zanoli going to be playing a left back? Or does he switch to the right? Yes, okay, so cross in. And Gatti! Oh, no, that was Milik. Sorry, I saw the 4. But Milik takes it off the back. Yeah, too cavalier from Tech. Absolutely. It's 2 let-offs today. That should be our counter. Our third counter here that we always do something funny with. 2 let-offs for this game for Juve. That's the number on the right. Napoli with it now, though. If Juve just lock her down, honestly. Don't make the mistakes. They should have this, but it's bouncing around. Bremer falling it up in the air. Milik getting his body involved now, trying to win the ball back. Keeping the pressure on. Napoli just smash it back to Moret. Napoli work the right side. Really not a whole lot of space once you move up into the attacking zone for Napoli. Juve conceding the midfield, where they've tried to launch a few balls from, have been wildly unsuccessful. Here's an outlet too far for Chiesa, out for a throw. So we get to that point of the match now. Do we get a little worried? Anything can happen. We saw that last week. Milik, though, fresh legs, doing more defensive work than Vlahovic ever will. Probably the intent of Allegri. Milik sitting a little bit deeper as well. Out to the right. Di Lorenzo. Nice cross headed away, though. Lots of 50-50 up in the air balls this game as well, it seems. But Juve from the line, dumping it forward. And Napoli will collect. So Napoli maintaining the possession. But can they find anything? Anything at all? Sal saying it's really impressive how we have been doing what we do with single-digit goals from our forwards in the 15th game of this season. Absolutely. Chiesa coming back on defense, concedes a corner. LJJ saying Juve are all back, so we'll finish like this. It seems unless Napoli snatch one. Still a possibility, of course. Raspadori taking the corner. Headed away. But Kevar on the corner with it. Puts it in. Blocked by Ngisa. Couldn't make it through. Number 7's head-to-head. Chiesa's tripped. Whistled. So, to UA's advantage, they'll take their time resetting this play. Let a few seconds tick off. Okay, they're showing the offside there, and that led off. It was massively offside. Massively offside. And Gisa doing a Lukaku. Yeah. I mean, Kvaratskhelia, honestly. Like, that was just a blind launch into the space. He was going to hit somebody, most likely. People at bar. Today, maybe. Milik, McKennie. Doesn't get back to Milik. Napoli do get away with that ball. They dump for it to Osimhen, who's alone against the 3-back of Juve. How do they expect him to do anything all alone? And is this the Scottish Italian complimenting the back three of Juve? Comparing them to the BBC? Say it ain't so. Chiesa. Oh, I'm buffering. Here we go. Little hiccup. Oh, McKennie. Back to Chiesa. Some space. In a foot race. He's taking down the edge of the box. Not giving it. Kvaratskhelia coming back on defense, getting into Chiesa's feet. He's holding his ankle in pain. Is Chiesa anything serious? This, guys, if Dusan and Chiesa both go out, we will see Yildiz. Not this game, necessarily. But if they're out for next game, we are going to have a chance at Yildiz. How does he not get a call? I guess it was clean. I don't know. I'd have to see a replay, but it looked like a trip up. But Di Lorenzo, Bremer again clearing off the line. Milik defensively working his man, but doesn't come away with it. There's Kostic with the foot, though. Everyone playing on defense. Chiesa's got to be swapped out. He's done. Kvaratskhelia working the edges. Milik playing as a high-line defender right now. And there's a Rabiot foot to stop the play. Chiesa working the flanks. Oh, it doesn't come away. And Kostic sliding in. Ball goes Napoli's away. The pressure maintains now in the 80th minute. This has been, I want to say, 7 minutes of Napoli pressure. Let's see, 75th minute to the 81st. So we're at 6 minutes of Napoli pressure. Straight on. Deep in the game. Colin giving a shout out to Kostic. That doesn't happen every day, but loving the emotion from Kostic. Kamaboko agreeing. I would have to agree as well. He has shown a lot more heart this game. Has been... And it adds a bit of a dynamic to his game because he is somewhat one-dimensional in his play. But adding that layer of grinta to it definitely makes him a more dynamic player because he's getting in there, sliding, working defensively, which is 100% the Allegri ball that we are playing right now. Get dirty, boys, and see this one out. Who would have thought it would be Gatti on the board, all alone. Crosses in beautifully from Cambiaso. But Napoli still looking for spots. Kept to the outside. Labaka bringing it out to the right. El Mash and another toe. Puts that one back to the halfway point. Oh, Napoli. Can they find anything? Another cross. Kostic cuts that out. Arms tucked in, no handball. Just a throw. "82 minutes, the countdown. It gets tense. Keane making his way. Chiesa is out. Alexandro coming in for Kostic. 8 minutes for Sandro. I can be okay with that. Honestly, that's not a bad use for Sandro to come in and finish out a game. I feel if you manage his minutes, he's a lot more effective. You can literally forward every game to the 80th minute. It's the same scenario. Yeah. Oshiman, though, again, alone, foul. Danilo just kind of hip checking him. Called out a professional challenge. LJJ likes the Kostic Sandro swap. So Napoli's going to set up for a free kick. Out wide. Raspadori. Sal loving the foul. Ball's in. Curl in. Gatti doesn't get on, but Jesus fumbling it a bit. Kvaratskhelia and nope. Jesus putting it over. Yeah, we haven't seen Sam. There's obviously something. Sam is also very one-dimensional. And we have a lot of guys clearly up the pecking order that can play wide. Frankie, finally home. Okay, you didn't actually miss a whole lot at this. There's a couple moments, but it is 1-0 still. So welcome back. Final few with the crew. Kavar's trying to work Gatti. Can't do it. Push back. Moving it to the right side. El Mash looking for it. And Di Lorenzo denied by Sandro's foot. The Juve feet poking away well. Keeping it clean. Conceding a couple set plays in the process, but also not getting the fouls. Yellow card given to who? Is that management? Sato not taking any bullshit. Flashing the card. It'll pop up here soon. Napoli is looking to make a couple more subs, but not yet. Napoli player talking to the linesman. Okay. Well, we'll see. It should pop up who it was. Maybe they don't even know. Keane back on defense now as well. Using his substitutes to hopefully lock it out. That ball comes through, but side of the net shot by Di Lorenzo. It shouldn't be a lot of extra time, no. Di Lorenzo. Very surprising rise to fame, Di Lorenzo, the past couple years. Can't find anything today. Kajus coming on for Lobotka and Simeone for Kvaratskhelia. Not super impactful subs for Napoli. I think they're just trying to get something fresh out here. I don't know. Simeone might have something in the tank for Napoli. I don't know. I don't know if it's enough. Juve sitting deep, all back. Yeah, Simeone can be dangerous. He can be. Will he be? We will see. Sandro turning that play away. Milik holding his lower back, getting hip checked, and he looks okay. It's hard too, right? When you're coming on the 85th minute, it's like, go do something. It's like, man, that's a lot. Kajis just coming on. Kajis coming on. Yellow card. Misses next match. Well, too bad for him. Who cares? Keane pressing on. Sliding in as well. Is it clean? It is, but it is a throw-in. Did Milik score this season? He did. Did he not? No, he hasn't scored. He has nothing this season. He hasn't played much either. Oh, Locatelli slipping. Elmash is finding a lot of space to run into here. McKennie charging back. Taking that space away. Raspadori on the left. Back to Anguissa. Juve back in. And Tech collects that easy shot. Juve doing very well to come back on defense. 2 goals. It doesn't... Oh, did I not look at his season stats? I could be... Yeah, I'm not looking at his season stats. That's why. I'm sorry. 2 goals, 1 assist. Yeah, all right. That sounds better. I'm like, man, I thought he did. Pretty sure he did. But yes, 2 goals, 1 assist. We're amazing at defense. It's the other stuff. 3 Lung Weston. And man, honestly, he may not be the most technical player. We know that. He's not the best player out there. But to be charging back on defense in the 88th minute like that, man, that's a player Allegri's going to use. Napoli, once again, holding the ball. 66% of it. That has not really changed. Simeone with a bicycle doesn't come out. It's kicked away. Back to Napoli. 1 minute left. And then Geese is charging forward now. Playing it wide. And Cambiasso still in the game. Still working it. Sounds like he's been invaluable this season. Yeah, West has really turned it around. Raspadori looking for a dish in from long range. O'Keen misfiring on the clear. Rabiot, though, does come away. There's lots of space. Loses a first man hit from behind. He's taken down, and that's called back. No, it's not. No, it's not. Ref calling a shoulder. And Napoli have another chance as the clock ticks the 90th minute. 5 minutes extra. Are you kidding me? That's a 4 at best. I'm calling bullshit, but here we go. Let's click it down again from a 5. Napoli still with the control. Juve can't break out. Cross in. Loca with the foot. Kenny with the clear. How is that not a fucking... Yeah, how is it not a foul? I don't know. Yeah, from behind, that's not a shoulder. I know. Oh, Raspadori just overcooking. No, is that De Lorenzo? Sorry. I don't know. Sometimes that's why. Okay, pros and cons of having two people now. One person can look at the game, the other person can look at the comments. So I'm sorry, I missed that one. We all miss Stash. We will not see him today, but we're gonna have him tomorrow. Guys, if you didn't catch it in the beginning, we're doing the call-in show tomorrow. Can't do it today. Dash is like completely off the books today. McKenny is off for, here we go, everyone, Samuel Illing Jr. And Rugani changing out Cambiasso. It looks like they are going into a back 4. Are they just dumping people in defense? Must be. We're likely doing it at 5:30 tomorrow. Tomorrow is when all the puppies are getting picked up, and I gave them like a 5 at the latest time. So if I have some asshole that shows up at 5:30 or whatever, then, I mean, it's going to change my timing. But we'll let you, we always post it. Should be 5:30. Aim for that. Worst case, Dasha will start without me. Ball in. Tacks out. Osherman takes somersault. Handshakes between Osherman and Tech. Good challenge. Okay, people are happy to see Sam finally. It's only a few minutes. McKenny, man, he's got a bit of a limp. He's been working hard. Hopefully doesn't pull anything today. And there's Keane getting the feed in the way. Well, Kenny to close out the game. Don't understand. Yeah, they're just dumping everyone in defense. Cambiasso is Spence. You just throw a Gani on to be a back wall. A back 10, yeah. Just throw a big dude back there. Rugani is bigger than Cambiasso. Takes a bit more space. Is fresh. Has had a good season, so why not? I'm okay with that. Osherman, handball. Call that one back. There's the whistle. Oh, it almost looked like he was going to choke Locatelli. Locatelli putting his hands up and walking away from it. I mean, he didn't mean to do it. He just flicked it up into himself, but it is what it is. Locatelli is going to get it. I hope he's not getting a yellow. Looks like Osherman is. Yeah, they both do. They both get it for yelling at each other. Locatelli pulled himself back pretty quick. I don't know what was said, but both in the book. We're in the final minute. I think we're going to get a bit more, though. Keane chesting it down to Rabiot. Goes out for a throw. $94.5. Yeah, and yes, you're not going to see guys up top so much, I think. They're not at this point. They're not going to do anything crazy. But they are just bouncing the ball around. Clock just melting away. Elmas nudges Rabiot over. He gets the last touch. Let's see which way the ball goes, but we are in the 95th minute. Salcat saying we hold this lead top four as a lock. It's looking pretty good. The numbers would put us very well in the betting lines, that's for sure. Of course, it's not 100%. And there's the whistle. 1-0. Once again, Allegri ball puts us into a provisional first place on a Friday afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, Gatti wins the game for us. I'm smiling. I don't know about you guys, but I'm smiling. I'll stick around for a few more minutes. Like I said, the call-in will be tomorrow. So lock and load. Get in line. I mean, you don't have to come in line. You know, you just drop in. But, what'd I say? Allegri ball. I did call it 2-0. I thought honestly, we should have. I'm sure Dash will really yell about some XG. That's for tomorrow. Let's take a quick look at the mob. Gatti with an 8. Vlahovic with a 6-5. Everyone else getting 7s. Only 7s on the Napoli camp are Labocca and Di Lorenzo. Yeah, Di Lorenzo did have a good game, absolutely. But that's that. We can look at the momentum charts. Again, very indicative of Juve. Not much, and when they have it, they tend to have some peaks. Whereas when the other team have it, it's lulls. They can see a peak at the beginning and right at the end, but contained throughout. Juve giving up 66% of the possession. Napoli not doing a goddamn with it. Not a goddamn. Because they ain't got it, but Gatti, the savior of the day. XG, here we go. Let's throw the XG stats. 1.11 for Juve, hitting the target. Napoli at a 1.28. We actually lost out in the XG for once. Vlahovic got subbed off early. Total shots, 11-13. Shots on target, 2-1. 0-1 big chances. I don't know how the goal wasn't a big chance. Sometimes it makes no sense. Big chances missed one, obviously, for Napoli. Accurate passes, 2-5 at 71%. To 5-13 at 88. Again, our passing, not the hottest, but it did look better tonight. Gotta say, there's a good string throughout there where it looked really nice. And fouls 11-12. Corners 3-6. Those are the main stats. I'll wait for Dash tomorrow if he wants to dive in deeper. He is the stat man, but let's get through all your comments. There's a bunch. A win is a win. Guys, I'm sorry, I didn't add to the stage. You're probably yelling at me because I don't have the right layout. I was just rambling with nothing there. Frankie gonna take it. NES Tecmo, game winner for Gattone. Salcat, boom! David saying, we did it, boys. Kamaboko saying, corto muso. Frankie saying, Gatti, man of the match. Salcat, 2 games in a row, 2 winners from Gatti. Yeah, everyone's loving Gattone. Awesome guys from Jeff. Good energy from Tecmo. Colin. We have low standards nowadays. Got to be a party pooper. All right, Gatti worship. Peepo is a Gatti baller now. Were you not before? I wish Keen would get some real time. Yeah, he did well to close it out, though. I give him that. David predicted 1-0. We do have a winner this week. Very nice. David, we'll tally that one up. Hopefully it's in the Discord if it's not put it in there, because that way it's locked in, well, it's forever. It's there. I can see it. Where is the Oracle? Dash? He's working. LJJ saying, this win feels so good for Juventini and hell for the Interisti. I don't know if it's hell for Interisti per se, but it definitely keeps pressure on. Jeff's taking the 3. People doesn't like lately how Mad Max is treating Illing with so little minutes. I'm saying there's just got to be a reason. Just don't know what it is. Keane should start next game since Dusan got hurt. We'll see if those are legit injuries or not. Sorry, just show you the other stuff since I didn't show it to you earlier. And just for shits and giggles, the standings. Provisionally, of course. Leapfrogging 1 point ahead of Inter once again. But of course, they play Udinese tomorrow at 2:45. We don't have to wait till Sunday this time. At home, realistically, it should be a routine Inter win. So we don't get ahead of ourselves. We let the games play out. We see where we're at. However, Napoli continues to stay in 5th place at 24 points. Roma locked in. They can move up clear. Roma playing Fiorentina on Sunday at 2:45. The big game of the weekend. So we got to wait for Sunday for that one. And we just said Roma and Fiorentina, like both of them. They're both right there. They're flanking Napoli. Things can look real bad one way or the other. I think they would maybe hope for a tie. I don't know. But Napoli, 7-3-5 on the season with a Juve 11-3-1. Okay, let's get back to some comments. I agree with Peepo. The more you play him, the more comments he gets and the more you trust him. Yeah. 77% passing on 200. Yeah, it's not good. Need to keep young, quick players. I think it's that he doesn't fit in the system, and he's kind of surplus in that sense. And Misak coming in. Capolista. You're going to have to come tomorrow, though, Misak, if you can make it. Because I'm signing off here in just a couple minutes. Where's the dyslexic Albanian? He's not here. He's working. I actually have to go. I'm on puppy duty, guys. I'm sorry. And it's a Friday. I promise next week, it should be back to normal. Be more involved again. I know I've just been like popping in and out of the Discord random and all that. It's been busy, but it's going to start to slow down. I promise I'll be around. Yeah, I know it's 1:30 a.m. I understand. This would be a great game for a quick reaction post-game show, but we're going to have the slow reaction tomorrow. We're going to do the podcast the day after, and guys, I give or take a day. I mean, we let all the games play out for the weekend in any case, so we can kind of look back on all the fixtures and know where people are actually sitting there. So that's the next few days. We have another Friday game next week. So what that means is pretty much the same as this week. Expect Sunday night pod to come out. Wednesday, we do the tinfoil hat show. Thursday pregame. Friday, that should be a full out match day with call-in show. There you go. There's our schedule. We always aim for 5:30 Eastern. Sometimes we give or take if we need to, but that's how we aim. Now you know where to find us, what time. So be there. I swear, we're going to have Dash next time. So on that note, I'm going to throw up the barcode one last time. That's the Discord. Get in there, guys. People are flying in all the time. I'm so happy with... I don't have to be there to, like, fill in the voids anymore, like when we first started out, to, like, get some conversations going. I can just sit back and you guys are on fire. Let's join that. Get some pro clubs. Maybe a bit tonight. I don't know. Guys, if you're doing the pro clubs, yell it out in the chat. Okay, Boca likes the pick hat. Yeah, I obviously try to get a bit of everything for the hats, right? Good. Yeah, great weekend. Great way to start the weekend. Bonus era. And yeah, it was Friday. Nobody knows what's with the Friday games. All right, I have just talked myself to... I have the worst dry mouth, guys, right now. You can only imagine. That's why I have to piss so much, because I'm always drinking, because I talk so goddamn much. I'm yelling at things. I'm yelling at Doosan. It's hard on your mouth, all right, guys? Oh, jeez. Well, on that note, I'm going to play some music. Thank you all so much for joining in. We will see you tomorrow with Dash, the two of us. 100% promise, barring any, like, the world is ending sort of things. We will be here together once more to deliver you shenanigans, tomfoolery, the banter, and the nonsense. Guys, Forza Juve, provisionally in first. Fino alla fine. See you tomorrow.